Hey everybody, welcome back to more Monster Hunter. Last time we finally managed to kill the Great Jagras, and a bunch of other stuff as well. And we also learned that apparently a monster called the Puke, at least I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, is apparently terrorizing stuff, and a volcano rock type thing was apparently found there, which is aggravating the Puke for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe the Zora Magdaros, I think that's how you pronounce it, left that behind. I really don't know. Anyway, this time, first of all, I want to talk to our housekeeper. I know that this looks like some old closet that we turned into a makeshift room for you new hunters, but that's not the case, I promise. It's fully furnished with everything Meowster needs. You will have your very own equipment box, where you can manage and change your gear. I just hope you don't mind changing in front of others because you have roommates. Don't they tell you? Didn't they tell you about that? No. Okay. Moving on. Like I said, I freaking love the Palicos. They're just so adorable. Your room also comes with an area to manage your Palico's gear, right next to your bed even. Convenient, right? No, not really. Oh, one more thing. If you need to access the training area, just come talk to me. I am here to lend a paw 24/7. I aim to please. Now, what does Meowster need? Not mead. Wow. Now, saving data. Okay, so this is the stuff that I got from the... Okay, this is the stuff that I got from completing the different stuff in the beta. Beginner was for killing the Great Jagras. Okay, very useful. Intermediates, okay. Okay. Immoral Dragon Scale. Oh, I get it. I think that's for the, crap. What's the name of the flagship monster? I'm trying to think. Can't think of the name of it. Oh, the Nergigante. Yeah, actually, I really liked that monster. And also, as you can see, I did change my weapon to the sword and shield, so there's no need for me to change my equipment. Oh, actually, now I think that I do want to take out... Okay, how do I sort? Rearrange. Okay, no. Wait, you can restock your items manually? Okay, I am not complaining. That was one problem I always had with previous Monster Hunter games, is the fact that for whatever reason you had to... Hang on. Okay, shock traps. Okay. Wait, flash pod. Slinger ammo that flashes brightly on impact, fired right under a monster's nose to blind it. Okay. Okay, I'm just going... Actually, I should probably... yeah. Okay. So, let's... Actually, where's the bed? Excitable A-lister. What? Wait, what? Okay. Wait a minute, login bonus. Horizon Zero Dawn collaboration content now available. Quest Lessons is Wild available until February 8th. Check the official website for info on available event quests. Add-on content now available. Download free hairstyles and classic gestures. Okay. So let's go out, I guess. So since last time I started to share some of my hunting stories from my time on Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, let's share a few more, because why not? Sorry about that. But anyway, this was during G rank. The very first quest I ever did in G rank was the, if I remember correctly, the Giant's Legambi quest, which actually I wound up farming that quest, I believe, to the point where I actually managed to make all of the Legambi armor pieces. And actually, funny enough, the Legambi armor in the G rank version, I mean, that actually got me all the way through G rank. Granted, I eventually started to switch to, for example, the Molten Tigrex G rank armor. But for the vast majority of G rank, I wound up using the G rank Legambi armor. And is that a Poogle? Yes, it is! Okay. Okay, apparently too much loving is a little bit much for... is a little bit too much for the Poogle. But it still is awesome that the Poogles are making a return in Monster Hunter World. But anyway, yeah, I managed to do about 5 or 6 runs of the Giant's Legambi by myself. That was not fun. Okay, yes, it was fun, but it just took me actually several attempts just to do it once. So, yeah, actually, yeah, that did not, like, wow. Sorry.
Good to see you.
Ah, Hunter, since you have established yourself as a reliable presence here, I'd like to make a little request. When investigating large monsters, you can either slay or capture them. Naturally, both have their scientific merits, but frankly, well, it would be better for long-term research to receive a live specimen that we can later return to the wild. So if you capture your quarry alive, you'll be commended for it and receive greater rewards. Commission rules. How about it? Capture your targets instead of slaying them, and you'll be making a great contribution to our efforts here. To be honest with you, capturing is actually my favorite type of quest. I know a lot of people really don't like capture quests, but I actually really like it a lot. I thought they are a lot of fun. A hunter from the 5th, are you? Then you must have finished your first quest. This is ecological research, headed up by yours truly. Tell me, did you find any monster data out there? Tracks, gashes, that sort of thing? Data tells us a story about the monsters, an elaborate and interesting one at that. Your job in the field team is to track the monsters, collect data, and advance the study. Our job is to take that data, analyze it, well, English, and compile our findings for the commission. What we learn helps you out in the field, too. So, you see, we need each other. Drop by here anytime, and I'll show you what we're working on. So, what is it? Monster Field Guide updated, Jagras, ecological research. Ecological research is a facility that studies monsters. Their studies can help you with your hunts and investigations. Gathering monster tracks and the like will earn you research points. Collect enough and your research level will go up, giving you access to new features and intel that will make your hunts easier. You can also consult the Monster Field Guide to view the monster info such as habitat, weaknesses, and materials that can be carved. Research levels do not increase automatically. When you see reports to the ecological research team on the results screen, be sure to pay them a visit. In the research level menu, you'll find your scout fly's level, which determines their abilities. The higher your scout fly's levels, the sooner the scout flies will pick up the set of monster tracks. Huh. But yes, I know that a lot of people don't like capture quests, and I can understand why. In fact, they frustrated me for the longest time. I think back when I started 3 Ultimate, I first started farming the Capture Arzuros quest, and that was actually quite tedious because the Arzuros was very easy. Like, even for beginner me, the Arzuros was very, very easy. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it should have been the first boss monster, not the Great Jaggi. Now, let's talk to him.
Try hard, will you?
Okay. Research levels. Huh. Now, let's see. Okay. Huh. Puke? I don't know. Monster Field Guide. The Great Jagras. Yeah, not really that useful. Okay. Now, I believe there were a couple of other people I could talk to, but I'm not entirely sure. So yes, when I first started Monster Hunter, I actually agreed with the general consensus. I didn't really like the capture quests that much. But as my tastes as far as monsters developed and I started to gain favorite monsters, particularly the Nursilla, Gormagala, and then eventually the Shigaru Magala, which 2 years later, just about, the Shigaru Magala still stands as my absolute favorite monster in the entire series. And trust me, that's actually saying quite a lot, because there are a lot of really great monsters in this series. Yeah, 2 years later, after playing 4 Ultimate, still my favorite monster, without a question about it. With no question about it. So, Hunter, have you gotten used to how things work around here? New world, new rules, it's something you have to get used to. But you'll get used to it, you have to. Your life's counting on it, not to mention others as well. Look around you, everyone here, strange or crazy as they may seem, they've all crossed the sea just like you, and they've all carried out their duties. They looked the new world in the eye and realized the old way of doing things wouldn't cut it. Didn't stop them, though. They had conviction. Do you have conviction, Hunter? You should get to know your colleagues. Maybe some of that craziness will rub off on you. Huh. But yes. Yeah, nowadays, actually, as I said, I really do like the capture quests. In fact, like I said, they are currently my personal favorite type of quest. If I had to pick my second favorite, I know this was exclusive to 4 Ultimates, but I don't care. I actually really liked the expeditions from 4 Ultimate. I thought they actually changed up the gameplay quite a bit. Now, if I can... Okay, so they're over there. Of course, I can always just look at the mini-map from at the bottom right. Let's see. Okay, Provisions Manager.
Not too good to me.
Well, Fiver, is it true? You're going to help us rebuild the camp? That is excellent news. I hope you're as good as they say you are. If so, we'll have plenty of work for you. After all, the Commission studies lots of things, not just the Elder Dragon you came here with. Maintaining and improving the base is a full plate of tasks in itself. Can't study anything without a proper HQ, after all. The Resource Center here is in charge of divvying up all that work and making sure it gets done. So back to business. Your job is to establish a camp. Go on an expedition into the ancient forest, find a valuable campsite, and make sure it's safe. If any monsters have decided to do any camping in your spots, you'll need to chase them off. Got it? The bounty is for establishing the camp. Okay, critical bounties available. Rebuild the ancient forest camp, secure the campsites. Reward 200 research points and a voucher. Okay, the resource center The Resource Center oversees researcher requests and manages the resources required for their investigation. To do bounties, you need to register beforehand, whereas delivery requests can be completed just by handing in items. When you unlock investigations during quests and expeditions, check in with the Resource Center to make them available as special quests. You can view Resource Center information at any time from the start menu under Resource Center. Huh. Register bounties, manage investigations, complete deliveries. Bounties are missions you can complete over the course of your quests and expeditions. First, check the critical bounties, then pick a registered bounty. You can take on multiple bounties at once. I really like that. Most bounties will reward you with armor, spheres, and research points. Once you've completed the bounty, drop by the Resource Center to collect your reward. Registered bounties, you can select up to 6 of these from the list to accept. The list is updated when you return from a quest or an expedition, so check back frequently. Critical bounties, these bounties unlock new facilities or upgrade existing ones and are accepted automatically. They can still all be completed in parallel with your registered bounties and with one another. Limited bounties, these quests are offered periodically to online users around the world and are available for a limited time only. When the next limited bounty is released, it will rewrite the previous one. If you want to complete them all, be sure to keep an eye on the expiry data. Okay. So we've already gotten that. Okay,
let's get this expedition underway. Meet me at the gate.
In multiplayer, you can enjoy quests and expedition in a team of up to 4 players formed from the maximum 16 players present in your online session. Players in the same online session can communicate via chats regardless of their locations. Good thing I don't plan on doing that. Many quests can be joined while in progress. Expeditions are unlocked.
Expedition just by heading out through the gate.
Expeditions are unlocked as you progress through the game. Multiplayer is not available during story-related expeditions. When choosing a quest, select Post a New Quest, then set the following options. Players, passcode, blah blah blah. And this is really stuff that I don't need to know because I already know this. Alright. Option. Okay. So what's the events? Hunt 2 Grey Jaguars, slay 8 something. I can't even tell what that is from here. Okay. Conditions HR 6 or higher. Actually, hang on. What's the time limit on that? Okay, 50 minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Now, I'm pretty sure that there is a lift somewhere here. Where is it? I know there's a lift somewhere. I swear eventually I will get used to the layout of this. I'm not going to continue to suck. Now, let us go on to this expedition after I eat. Pay with points, money, blah blah blah. Nothing I am not used to. Let's see. What's the plus 10 health, plus 25 stamina give me? Attack up S, the feline groomer, which actually I forget what that does. Okay. Feline groomer has the effect. Okay. Yeah, not interested in that one. Acrobat allows the hunter to recover quickly when sent flying. Large monsters, okay, blah blah blah. Don't need that. Okay. Let's go with that one because that's the most useful one there. Basically, hunter, feline riser high. I believe that increases your invulnerability when you're rolling. I think it's either that or decreases the amount of time needed to get back up. I believe. Don't hold me to that. Anyway, let's go. Depart on expedition.
Now, we're in Astera. If you want to go on an expedition, open your world map and choose your destination. For this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest. We can expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
Okay, so we actually do have an actual world of sorts here. Huh. Monsters, question mark, question mark, question mark, and Janath and the Great Jagras. Okay, let's go. I mean, I'm kind of curious what that question mark, question mark, question mark is, but I'm pretty sure that that's the Puke Puke, or Puke Puke. I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, that's probably going to get on my nerves. How we're supposed to pronounce it. I mean, I know in the last part that they pronounced it for us. But the thing is, I'm horrible at remembering pronunciations. Especially when it comes to monster names. For example, for the longest time, I could not pronounce, I believe it was Gogmazios. For the life of me. I forget how I pronounced it originally, but from my understanding, I pronounced it pretty poorly. And well, as you can probably tell, I've gotten better at pronouncing Gogmazios. Yeah, if I may be completely honest with you guys, I don't like probably my least favorite monster in the entire series. You can depart on an expedition by selecting a destination from the world map without first accepting a quest. Unlike quests, expeditions are very open-ended and are great if you want to freely explore the world. Expeditions have the following special characteristics. There is no time limit. Okay, this is where the no time limit thing comes into play. Okay. You will not fail no matter how many times you faint. I don't like that. I'll admit, I do not like that. There are no completion conditions or rewards, but you will keep any materials you gather and points you earn, and monsters will depart the field after a set time elapses. You can decide when to return from an expedition. Once you're done exploring, return by doing one of the following. Speak to the handler at the camp, select return from expedition from the menu, or select Astera from the world map. When you return to camp after completing a quest, you will automatically switch to an expedition. If you then accept a new quest from your handler, it will take less time to prepare for that quest, provided that the new quest takes place at the same locale. Okay.
Let's look for the campsite.
So, talk to her and I
for campsite first, or if you're lost, open up your map or use your scout flies to track me.
You can fast travel back to camp simply by selecting it from the wildlife map.
Now, I'm trying
Whenever
to
you leave the base without signing up for a quest, you'll go on an expedition. There's no time limit or cap on how many times you're allowed to faint, which means you can explore to your heart's content.
Now, where is this camp? Huh. Oh, whatever. We'll figure it out. And actually, I should probably accept a quest from the handler. Like I always say, research is neat, but first we have to eat. Oh, but first we eat. You have a barbecue spit handy. Just grill some raw meat up golden brown and it'll raise your stamina level. Hit circle to take the meat off the flame. Remember to keep an eye on it. Don't let it burn. You should be able to get some raw meat from hunting Ampatonth. I think that's how you pronounce it. Okay. Okay, no need to worry about that. Now, let's go in here. Things to do around camp, tent, supply box, quest carrier, your palico, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
You can change
change equipment. Oh, hey, we can actually. Okay, I did not realize that. Okay, I really don't need to change my weapon because I've already decided to go with the whatchamacallit? I forget what it's called. The Sword and Shield, which I am actually very happy about. And is the helmet the only one with an actual freaking... Huh. Okay. Okay, let's just go outside and go out on this expedition. And speaking of Gog Mazios, actually that leads me to another funny story. This was once again with my experience in 4 Ultimate, because to my knowledge, Gog Mazios is only in 4 Ultimate. I don't know if he was in Generations, or actually, yes, I know if he was in Generations. I don't know if he was in Double Cross or not, because Double Cross never came to the US for whatever reason. Do I really want to talk to him? Yeah, no, not happening. Now, that makes me wonder, where is this freaking camp? Like, I'm not quite following what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm aware that they stated, oh, hey, set up camp somewhere. But that's just the problem, like... And I did not mean to sharpen my weapon. Good thing that the whetstones are, you know, are infinite use this time around. Thank you.
Let's report our findings to everyone at the resource center when we get back.
No thanks, I am not interested in getting the... I'm not interested in... what should I call it?
Can be used as slinger ammo. Launch it at walls to eliminate dark areas. Like the inside of a cave, for example.
Okay, that's how you use it. That's more bright moss. Okay. Anyway.
Is a close-range weapon set that focuses on agility and dodging. It's great for beginners.
But the thing is, and referring to that comment by the field team leader, yeah, yeah.
Dodge their attacks. Don't forget, you can guard too.
Okay. Oh, hey, I think I just saw the Great Jagras, and yes, I just saw the Great Jagras. Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'm killing the Great Jagras. Just because we have the time. But anyway, onto my story. Yeah, the first time I fought the Gog Mazios, if memory serves me right, I was the one that made the hub. So, a bunch of people joined my hub. Okay, a bunch of people, but 3 other people, I meant, joined my hub. And I had the urgent quest to kill the Gog Mazios. So, one of the people that joins my hub was like, oh, hey, can we do my quest first? And then me, being the nice guy that I am, decide to oblige and help him kill Gog Mazios, because I would need help killing my own Gog Mazios anyway. So I decide to toast his urgent quest first. And crap. Hello, Anjana. Crap.
You've been thrown off. Don't sweat it. Pick yourself up and try again.
Okay, this is bad. Okay, crap. Yeah, this is just the thing. This is one thing that I'm probably going to love World for. It seemed like a lot of the time in other Monster Hunter games, other monsters would just show up out of nowhere for absolutely no reason. That doesn't seem to be the case with the Monster Hunter World. There seems to be an actual, like, ecosystem type thing, which they already mentioned in all the marketing. Oh no, don't you get back here! But anyway, back to my story.
You can assign a target destination for your scout flies on the map.
Anyway, so we go to hunt the Gog Mazios, and we actually managed to kill it on our first try. So, after we killed the Gog Mazios, I asked the other 3 people if we could then kill the Gogmazios for my urgent quest, because the other 2 already killed Gogmazios on their own. In fact, I believe they were like gold, that's G crown gold, I believe. I believe so. Don't hold me to that. I can't quite remember. Anyway, so they agreed to it. We failed to kill Gogmazios once, and they seemed disheartened. So I ask if we can take a shot again at it. We do. We then fail once again, despite having him nearly dead. So after that, after we failed, I believe our 3rd time, I believe it was our 3rd time failing, the other people left. Now, the reason I feel like this is a worthy story to bring up is the fact that after my first initial attempt at killing Gogmazios, I didn't kill Gog 12th, 13th, or 14th attempt. And even then, the way I finally killed Gogmazios for my urgent was by spam mounting it. Yeah, you heard me right. We actually, my teammates had to be a cheap ass to finally kill Gogmazios. And keep in mind, the other people in my hunting group, they had already killed Gogmazios several times. And me, being a sword and shield specialist, I was forced, due to my low damage output comparatively, to mostly focus on supporting the other hunters. You know, like manning the cannons, manning the ballistae, firing the demolisher when needed. You know, all that. So the fact that me and my 3 friends couldn't kill Gogmazios for the longest time, and the fact that the only way we finally managed to kill him was by being a cheap ass, there's something wrong. Like, really wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it. It's like, that's the final boss, essentially, of G rank. So, you expect it to be difficult, but the fact that it took me so long to finally kill the Gogmazios, that kinda got under my skin. And by kinda, I mean really got under my skin. And come on, okay. So, we finally kill Gogmazios. And then later on down the line, when we unlock the bombs over Gogmazios, well, we keep dying. In fact, I think out of all of my attempts at the bombs over Gogmazios to this day, I think I've only ever killed it once. And once again, that was by being a cheap ass, not by beating it fair and square. And I should probably sharpen my weapon. Okay. So, that's what really got my blood boiling about Gogmazios. The fact that it just took me so long to kill Gogmazios on my first playthrough. And can I please freaking... Thank you. On my first playthrough. Yeah, I was not happy about that. To Gogmazios' credit, though, it has probably one of the coolest designs in the entire Monster Hunter series. I will absolutely give it that. I love the design of the Gogmazios. But the thing is, it's like... Despite it having one of the coolest designs in the entire series, and that's saying a hell of a lot, because there have been a lot of really cool looking monsters, I can't bring myself to like it. For me personally, the cons outweigh the pros. Granted, I might be biased towards that fact because, you know, I took so long to kill him, and even when we did kill him, it took us like half an hour. which for me personally is way too long to kill a single monster, especially if you want to farm it. It just is not fun. Wait. Oh. Crap. Yeah, I'm running. Not happening. Bye! Anyway. So, now, where is this freaking campsite? I know no, I did not mean to do that. I know our objective, but... What? Rebuild the ancient forest camp. Okay, scout the campsite, but where's the campsite? Granted, I don't expect to just plow through this mission. I get that. But for a mission description as vague as rebuild the campsite,
Over here.
I would greatly appreciate if they would tell us, at least give us a general indication of where we're supposed to, unless we're not supposed to, and maybe we actually have to decide where to put the campsite ourselves. I don't know. If there's one thing I really don't like about World so far, it's the tutorials. Yes, I'm aware that Monster Hunter didn't really have tutorials at all prior to World, but come on! This is going a bit overkill. Like, oh man, let's give you like 3 pages worth of text to read, even though you're probably not gonna even though you probably already know most of this crap yourself if you played Monster Hunter before. Okay, I get it. You're trying to appeal to beginner Monster Hunter players. But that's just the thing. In my opinion, they should have at least given you the option of turning off the tutorials. Because a lot of it really is self-explanatory if you've played Monster Hunter before. At least that's how I stand. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So yes, that's probably my main gripe with Monster Hunter World right now. The tutorials. Like, why? Just why? Now, really, where the hell is this? Wait, what? What's this? Oh, Anjanath. Oh. Hello! Whatever your name is, I forget your name already, Kestodon? Sorry, Kestodon, but Reniplos, you ain't. Thank you. Yeah, the Reniplos from Monster Hunter, at least as far as I know, it was only in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. They were quite a pain. Like, wow, I really didn't like it. Wait. Okay. If there's one thing I actually really do like about World so far, to be honest with you, it's, like I said in my 5 things love or hate video about the beta, the sharpness meter. I am so glad they finally put that in. Like, they should have put that in a long time ago. I was sick and tired of having to do so many guessing games. To finally be like, oh hey, this is where you're supposed to... This is when you're supposed to sharpen your weapon. But nope, you pretty much had to take a guess. Yes, as much as I love Monster Hunter, I do have a lot of problems with it. I guess you could consider it's a game that I both love and hate. Because while I love the combat and think it's one of the best combat systems of all time, there are just so many inconveniences. And no, don't really have a use for... Actually, you know what? I may as well talk to her. Well, hi there. Fancy meeting someone new out here. I'm the editor in charge of the field guide. It's my job to learn and disseminate as much as possible from the endemic life here. The endemic life here includes small animals, fish, basically anything that won't try to eat you, and I love them all to pieces. My research tasks are to capture, observe, study, verify, record, and play with any endemic life I find. I'm a busy bee. The new world is literally crawling with undiscovered specimens. I don't even know where to begin. I don't have enough hands.
Oh, yeah.
Enough hands. Oh yeah, what if you become my assistant? If you capture any endemic animals, you could even let them loose in your room for some first-hand observation. Who could say no? But don't answer just yet. Think it over and then come see me again. I promise the little critters will bring you nothing but joy. Why do I have a feeling that's not going to end well? Oh good, you've already made up your mind to help me. Then I knew I'd tapped the right hunter for the job. Could you to start things off, could you take a look around here and capture me a woodland something? They look sort of like prehistoric birds. Watching them glide effortlessly from tree to tree is just, The darlings are little bundles of joy, and I've got to have one of my own to observe. Please and thanks, assistant. Okay, so I have to, if I can... So, what are these things? I'm guessing those are the things? I don't know. Maybe? And I did not mean to heal. Hold on. What did I just do? Huh. Okay. Oh, shut up, freaking field hunter person thing. I forget your name already. Then again, they didn't even give us a name for it, but hey, well, they didn't give us an official name. Okay, let's move over here. Wait, what? Okay, this is where they want to set up camp, apparently. Excuse me. Oh. I forget the name of this monster, but this is... Oh, Kulu Yaku. Yeah, if I remember the trailers right, I actually think this is a hilarious monster. I mean, basically, as far as I know, it kinda...
That past, the camp won't last a night.
Oh yeah.
The monster is called Kulu Yaku. Okay. So, if I remember correctly... Yeah, I think I'm going...
For an expedition. Open the wildlife map and switch to the world map. Then select Astera.
I mean, do I really... I could go kill it now, but... Ooh, do I really want to go kill it now, or should I wait? I mean, I don't know what sort of fight I'm in for if I decide to kill the Yaku. How do I already forget how to pronounce it? Kulu Yaku. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Kulu Yaku. Sheesh. Took me way too long to figure out how to pronounce that. But yeah, I think I am gonna go kill the Kulu Yaku now. Another really funny story I should probably share, because why not? Because while we have the time. Wait, what? Vigor Wisp. Okay. Anyway, another story I feel like is worth sharing. This is actually going back to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimates. But basically, there was one monster in particular that I could not beat for the life of me for the longest time. So, for example, the Brachydios. In 3 Ultimate, he was the bane of my existence. Like, it took me so long to finally kill him on my first... And... Just... Anyway, I first started Monster Hunter, which again, I started with Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. The Brachydios was the one monster I could not defeat. I think I failed the quest like 9 times before I finally pulled it off. And that was after fighting him a bunch of times in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. In fact, Brachydios was one of the big reasons why I nearly quit Monster Hunter in the first place, because I could not overcome him for the longest time. So here I am just being like, oh hey, I'm just gonna kill this monster on my first try, and then it completely kills me in like 10 minutes. Don't get me wrong, the Brachydios is a really awesome monster, and I hope it returns in Monster Hunter World, because I can't even begin to imagine how awesome it would look in these graphics. I would pretty much lose my shit if I got to kill the Brachydios in such high, you know, such high quality graphics. I mean, I'm pretty sure it would look amazing. Then again, what would you expect? Okay, thank you.
Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
Okay, thank you. Okay, got parts broken. Now let's try to sever part of its tail, because if memory serves me right... Actually, of course, I know that you can sever parts of monsters. I know that already. But I'm kind of curious if you can... I'm kind of curious to find out if you can sever the Kulu Yaku's tail. I swear I am going to eventually get good at pronouncing that thing's name, even if it takes me 5 years. Okay, not really. It's not going to take me that long. I'm not that incompetent at pronouncing stuff. Okay, I'm pretty incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. Anyway. Yeah, the Kulu Yaku? Yeah, it's really not anything special. Right now, it seems that I should sharpen my weapon. Thank you. And wow, that's a lot of damage. Like, more damage than I would like. Okay, good. It finally finished sharpening. But I will give the Kulu Yaku this. I actually do like the design, even if it is a bit simplistic. Even when especially when you compare it to monsters like Brachydios. Then again, there's only so much you can do with a monster design type such as this. With Brachydios, that's honestly one of the more unique monsters I've seen. Granted, the best monster design in the series, in my opinion, is still the Dire Moralis. But, wow. Okay, to be fair, Brachydios isn't even in my top 5 monster designs. But it is a design I like a lot. Even if it isn't one of my personal favorites. Okay. Come on. Oh! Great Jagras. Okay, get back here! Get back here! Really? And then once I actually got good at fighting the Brachydios, it got to the point where I could actually fight the G-rank version of Brachiosaurus in 4 Ultimate by myself. Because I just got so good at fighting it. Granted, I've since then become very rusty. But, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Palico, for getting me healed. Now let's try to mount you, and you did not cooperate. Of course. Thank you. But yes, if I could list the biggest improvements that Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate made over Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, the mounting. I think that addition was a godsend. And that's part of the reason I like the Insect Glaive as much as I do, even though it's not one of my primary weapons. I do like the Insect Glaive a lot. I know how to use it, but it's not personally one of my main weapons. I would not consider it one of my main weapons. Sure, if needed, I might go use the Insect Glaive, but you won't see me, you know, like, going out of my way to use the Insect Glaive. That's pretty much going to be a last resort. And actually, while it's fleeing, I should probably sharpen my weapon because I don't want it to go down in sharpness in the middle of me trying to kill this thing, because I've already done that twice already, and I'm not really in the mood for sharpening my weapon in the middle of combat yet again. Okay, there it is. I lost sight of the thing for a moment. Don't know why. Okay, come on. See, this is what I mean. True that the Sword and Shield is great for beginners. I'll fully admit that. However, like I said, with such low damage output, that pretty much forces you to stay close in on the monster. Which puts you at a big risk. To be fair, if, for a pre-Monster Hunter world, you also put yourself at a pretty big risk by using the gunner weapons, because you have half the amount of defenses you do normally. So that makes the gunner weapons, at least prior to Monster Hunter World, a big risk. But honestly, I still really like the bow. Granted, it's one of those cases where, once again, I wouldn't consider it one of my primary weapons, but I still do really like the bow. My 3 primary weapons are the dual blade, sword and shield, and longsword. So yes, there are weapons I use besides the sword and shield, dual swords, and the whatchamacallit, the longsword. Those are just what I would consider my primary weapons. Yes, if needed, I will use the Insect Glaive.
Hunting the Kulu. Select Astera from the world map so we can go home.
Okay. Let's carve off of this. Okay. Now I think I am going to end it off after I return to Astera, because we've already been running for close to an hour. So if I can... Okay, return from expedition. But yeah, actually, I am glad that they made the expeditions return. I actually really liked that from 4 Ultimates. Even though there's some obvious differences between 4 Ultimates you know, after between 4 Ultimate Expeditions and Worlds Expeditions, still really fun. Okay, herb, iron ore, not a problem. Okay, so 415 research points. Level 2 research level. Okay. Huh. Okay. So yeah, honestly, I think I actually kind of like the Kulu Yaku. Granted, it's not the hardest monster in the world. In fact, it's pretty easy. But certainly harder than the Great Jagras. Granted, that's not really saying, like, anything, because the Great Jagras is piss easy. But really, anything's harder than that. The Azuros, or Arzuros? Still not entirely sure how you're supposed to pronounce that, but... Thanks for making sure the campsite is safe. We went on ahead and got the camp all set up. It's yours to use as you like. And now that I know what you're made of, Fiver, I hope I can talk you into taking jobs from me more often. Okay, new camp is available. Good. Good. Now, I am going to shoot, and it's off here. I am Evan Charkowski. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Wait. Crap.